Yo, it's Manolo Rose, the God, and you watching Thisis50.com.
What's going on? Hottest host in New York City. You know it goes down. Pretty Lou. Thisis50.com. And once again, I'm here. And I got my brother right here. And I'm happy to have him. Manolo Rose. What's up, man?
Yo,
I want to give you a pound, but I'm scared.
Nah, we good, man.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
This is the type of pounds that you got to be like,
Yeah, you're right.
and all that stuff. First of all, you know, because everybody who's watching is gonna want to be like, "What the hell is going on? Did you slip your hand in the wrong side of the pussy? Wrong? Like, what the hell is going on? You know, I gotta make it fun."
Yeah. Nah, man, you know, just playing ball, man. Playing ball, hit my hand on the floor. My joints separated like this, and it just cracked all in here, this way, and then in between the two joints here.
Society is just all messed up right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially what's going on. Like, me personally,
Right.
I don't take sides because at the end of the day, we have to be realistic.
Right.
A lot of people out here, of course, Black lives matter. Every lives matter. I don't care what color. Every lives matter.
Right.
You know, we all have friends that are probably police officers. You know,
Right.
and we probably have friends that are not, that are against them and everything, but
Right.
we're close to somebody on each side.
Right.
And it's just like, we're just trying to, I don't know how you feel. How do you feel like how people trying to get together and just trying to resolve this once and for all?
I think what we have to realize is that you kind of can't, in a sense of this. Racism is an idea and it's a concept.
Right.
You can't wipe out an idea and a concept. It's just impossible, right? This is not like people practice out the concept. You know what I'm saying? But the concept lives up here. You feel me?
Right.
So it's extremely hard where you have a group of people systematically perpetuating an idea that this person is like this, and they need for the world to see you as such, right? Because you got to really understand. Like, I'll give you a prime example. I got in a car one time in a cab, right? And the guy who was driving, he's an Arab, right? An Arab guy. He's driving. So he tells me, he go, "Yo, pay me now." So I'm like, "I'm not paying you now. Do you ask anybody who get in this car to pay you up front?" And he like, no disrespect, just sometimes you guys, boom, boom, they like to jump out the car. They don't like to pay. Boom. I said, listen. So I show him my money. I'm like, look, I'm not jumping out no car. I'm going to a boat ride party right now. Just take me to the club, man. You know what I'm saying? And then what I realized and had to understand is that I asked him. So I'm like, how long have you been here? He hasn't been here that long. He's telling me he's been here about 3 or 4 years, right? So I asked him, how do he know to treat me as such?
Right.
And that's because throughout the world, this is how we portray it. You feel me? And this is so you can't. Dude come from China. He comes from Africa. He comes from anywhere. He know automatically to look down on him. This is the guy to look down on. You know what I mean? So it's extremely hard to do that. Now, this is not for all police, because I know some police officers that I know that will help you out. You know what I'm saying? It was cool dudes. I know a homie of mine, he played poker with some police officers every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? They get together, drink and chill, watch the games or whatever's on, and play some poker and chop it up. You know what I mean? Talk about their wives, their girlfriends, whatever. But at the same time, you have to realize, like, if you just ask yourself, would it be a debate if there was every black person that got shot without a gun, if they was homosexuals? You know what I'm saying? If they were all homosexuals, somebody would be like, something's going on here. Why is everyone that's dying is a homosexual?
Right.
Then we have to really look and say, nobody would be debating whether there's an attack on homosexuals. Nobody. There would be no argument. So why is there an argument for a person like saying, well, Black Lives Matter? Then another person would say, well, all lives matter. Well, they do, but everybody's life is not getting treated like it don't. So we have to say this. Then you get the bull crap argument of, but we kill each other. You know what I'm saying? And then when I realize is that when a person says that argument, it's like, that's not even what we're talking about here. And then if you look at the fact that we do kill each other, we go to jail for that. You right? We go to prison for that. I kill you, they don't go, well, what happened? They don't ask you that. Lock you up, you go in, they sent you there, you go up, you go upstate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So from that point, it's like, that's a really weak argument to even have. Plus, that's not even the topic of discussion, one. And then two, we got to realize that what we do to each other is not because we don't value our lives. It's not that. You know, when you're dealing with poverty brings you to a certain point. You go anywhere. You go to India, where in a impoverished community in India, they're killing each other. You go to any Arab country where there's poverty, they're killing each other. That's just a that's just a byproduct of poverty. You know, the fact that you kill and attack one another. People
need to survive.
It's just a byproduct of poverty. So you know, not to get all crazy deep or whatever, but it's like, you can't, I just want to, elaborate, and establish this point is that racism is an idea and it is a concept, and you cannot wipe out an idea and a concept. The moment you can kill everybody on this planet, some way, somehow, that shit will come back up because it's a thought process.
That's the political side of Manolo Rose. Now, now Manolo Rose itself, a lot of things going on.
Yes.
Rock Nation. Oh my God!
Nation.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
How did that come about?
Yo, Bleak went to Hove, man, and he asked Hove, you ever heard of the guy Manolo Rose? So from a song, we all from the same neighborhood. I'm from Marcy as well. So
shout out to Brooklyn.
Right, shout out to Brooklyn.
Look at that. I feel even better now.
Yeah.
We all
so Hove, he went. He asked Hove. Hove said, "Yeah, dude is dope." So he told him like, "Yo, I think we should bring him over here." Hove told him like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you a situation. I give you a situation. You go get him, and let's do it like that."
Is that where the warehouse came about?
That's where the warehouse came about. And and Hove really told Bleak like, just start your own empire now. You know what I'm saying? And let's have your, you come up and you start yours. And then you can meet us at the top like that, and whatever assistance that we need, for our distribution, whatever else we need, the backing, Hove is there,
You're getting into tabloids a lot.
Yeah.
You're definitely getting into tabloids a lot. A lot of people talking about, getting into situations like that. Let me move back a little bit.
Right.
It's only right because it's my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To ask you these questions, but let's move back a little bit. I remember I was hosting a party in Queens with Flex.
With Flex, yes.
And I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
I was just the host. I got on stage.
Right.
I was doing what I do,
Yeah.
And, my brothers was there. A couple other people was there.
Yeah.
And my job is to hype you guys up.
Right.
Shout you out.
That's
the record gets played and everything.
That's right.
But it got a little tense, and I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Until Flex got on stage.
Yeah.
And then somebody wanted me to give them the mic.
Right.
And Flex told me no. I was just so confused.
Right.
What the hell was going on?
Yeah.
So I would love for you to explain to people out there. I don't know if you feel comfortable about it.
No, it's cool, man.
I know Troy Ave was there.
Right, he was
and
there.
Troy Ave was the one that was asking me for the mic.
Yeah.
And it was a back and forth thing.
Right.
And I honestly got in my car that night and learned the story afterwards, and I was just like, holy shit, I was caught in the middle of a crossfire.
Yeah, it could have that could have went really nasty. But there's a lot of police there, stuff like that. They actually called me and told me not to come. They told me that if I come, then I wouldn't be able to do nothing in the city again if I was to come. But I came anyway, just because I had to in a sense. But like I said, even with me and him, everything is like that shit is over, man. You see.
But what was the whole thing? What was the conflict?
It was just it kind of
two Brooklyn niggas. Two Brooklyn guys that came up.
It started over the record, and then it was like just a lot of things that happened in between that, things that was off camera. You know what I'm saying? That I don't even want to elaborate on and get into.
Right.
But it was some things that happened in the street or whatever, and everything is handled, and it's a sad, unfortunate thing with him. you know, seeing them. I don't want nobody to go to jail, you know what I'm saying, and nobody friends to be getting killed and so forth and so on, you know. But
Right.
you know, shout out to him. You know, and that was it, man. It was
Okay.
like, it's a good thing now, you know.
Right.
So you know, we moving on, man. You know, I just, you know, I feel like we here, man. You know, there's a lot of people didn't want me to get to a certain situation, a certain point, you know, and just to have that now.
Did you feel like there was people that's trying to back you out?
Oh, of course, man. Like, yo, man, people were calling promoters and shit like that, you know, not being friends with certain people no more because they were booking me in certain places. You know, like when I was going to CT, niggas showing me text messages with people saying like, yo, oh, how you doing that? You know what I'm saying? You a sucker for booking him and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of sucker shit that went on with myself, you know what I'm saying, that people were doing, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes that nobody really knows about, you know what I'm saying? And making phone calls like, don't play these records, don't do this, don't do that. Trying their best.
So it was blackmailing like that.
They was trying, you know what I'm saying? You know, the niggas people that was doing that, you a sucker. You gonna always be a sucker for doing shit like that. I don't care how, whatever, you still a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some shit you just don't do. You know what I mean? But it's cool. But we, you know, like I said, we.
But look at you now.
Right. So we here now. Look
at you now.
We moved on.
Part of the Rock Nation stuff and everything. Anything going on with Tidal?
Yeah, like, you know, we just finished the stuff up with we did Made in America.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With Tidal.
I heard that was crazy.
Crazy, man. We had that shit look like a Juvenile video, you know what I'm saying? We had the chicks on the stage, dancing, playing Big Timer records and shit like that. You know, crowd surfing, you know, mosh pitting. You know, we really had fun out there, man. Like, that was my first time being there, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know like how big the damn park is, you know what I'm saying? That park is like humongous.
Yes.
So when we get in there, whatever, I think it was a park or some shit, whatever that shit is huge. So when I came out, I'm like, damn. So we had the Tidal stage. So they had the other performers, they went out like a little bit before me, and it's like nobody there. Like the shit is, our stage where we were at, shit is just empty. Okay. So I'm like, damn. So now they like, all right, come on. So I'm thinking my stage is where DJ Mustard stage is at.
Cause I heard Mustard stage
was crazy. So I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, this shit about to be a good one.
Right.
So we get out. So I look across. I'm going around and shit coming from backstage. So cause they shit was like right behind us. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go around, go right here. So when I'm coming out to go around, like, nah. Yeah, shit right here. I'm like, what? Ain't nobody over here. I'm like, oh shit. So you know. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we go out there. You know, my man, my DJ, he go out there, get on his DJ. You know. His DJ stuff, start playing all these crazy records, and then from there, man, shit got so packed where we was at, was just phenomenal.
But that's how he started.
Yeah, you know, and and at the end of the day, I just feel like what it showed me is that, you know, a lot of people appreciate what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that's ever been to a show of mine, they know it's like no other. You know, you see a lot of people now, they're trying to mimic it and do the same shit. Right. It's like, you know.
How do you feel about hip hop right now?
Oh man, you know, hip hop is in a very good space in the sense of this, like, cause I you know, you hear a lot of the older cats say things like, you know, where's the lyricism and where's this at and where's that at, but I really honestly feel like we're in a phase where it's like more 80s. It's like the 80s era.
Okay.
You can see that from, or let's say the late 70s, early 80s era. You know, with Bambaataa in them and stuff like that. The rhymes are very simplistic. The style of dress is very feminine, right?
Yeah.
Same way, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about now with these dudes and these beads in their hand, red hair, purple hair, and pink hair. And,
right.
Well, if you go back and look at Melly Mel outfit when he had the yellow tights on and all that with the boots, you gonna be like,
this.
You gonna be like, damn, what was this nigga?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was a tough dude from what I heard. You know, he was the one in the street really putting in work in the street. But if you go back and look at his outfit, you gonna be like, nah, not him. He had like a wrestling man outfit on. You know what I'm saying? So, all of the majority of music was party driven. It wasn't for like thinking, you know what I'm saying? Except when you get to the message with Melly Mel and stuff like that. But prior to that, you know, everything was party drill. Everything was to be in the club dancing. That's what it is today. Club, dancing. It ain't for you to go home and be like, damn, he said some deep shit. You know what I'm saying? It's for when you drunk, club, strippers, shaking ass, throwing money.
That's what it is now.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's the 80s, man. It's the 80s rap era all over again. If you're an older cat, you had your 80s moment. You had your 90s moment already. So, people saying, I don't feel it the same way. You can't. You already had your moment of you getting in tune with the music and you having these artists that you just loved and so on and so on. But now the kids are having their time to get into it and go. I think for myself, what I really want to do is like, it's kind of like fit into that younger wave and then also appeal to the older cats too. And I think there's room in the lane for it, you know what I'm saying? Just from the simple fact of, I think it's about content. One, that's what get the older cats, and then the beats and hooks is what get the younger guys, you know what I'm saying? That's what get the club going. You like, all right, but if you listen to it, you may say some things, you know what I'm saying?
What's next now for Manolo Rose?
Yo, man, we got this record coming out that's gonna be like really crazy, man. Called Wallahi. It's like it might be my Jesus walk, but for Muslims.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying? It might be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could be, but we gonna have a crazy one, man. And then I think from there, everything is just gonna be crazy. I'm probably put out like 2 projects at one time.
Right. Is everything coming out of warehouse?
Yes. Everything
out of Tidal.
Yes. Everything is coming out.
Not Tidal. Rock Nation.
Yeah. Everything is coming out of Rock Nation and warehouse. Yeah. I met Hov in the weirdest way, man. We went up to Rock Nation. And they said they didn't even know he was in the building. Nobody did. They was like, he wasn't even there. So I went up there and I was, see B.I. coming out. Holler at Tata, he coming out. We talking to him. And then we go into the Tidal side or whatever.
Okay.
And I see a kid running down the hallway. So when she runs down the hallway, when the little kid run down the hallway and she turned in the room, it was Blue Ivy. So then I'm like, I look back like, oh shit, that's Blue Ivy. You know what I'm saying?
She's like a.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
how
like-
crazy
like a
is
myth,
that you
you know
see
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
girl walk by
Yeah.
and she's like the biggest celebrity of all
Yeah.
time? Like,
You know?
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was more shocked seeing
That's
her.
crazy, right?
So I'm like, oh shit, that's Blue Ivy. Then Hov came running behind her. So he must have been like, just at the office chilling. She runs out of the office, he ran behind her, and he came in the room and was like, yo, what up? And I'm like, oh, what up? I'm like, oh, what's up? And then I'm just like, oh shit.
I felt the same way. It's like
know
you
what
have
I'm
to put
saying?
your chest out.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yo,
oh,
this
shit,
is Jay,
no.
but I can't show him that I'm a
Yeah.
fan.
I told him, he just was like, congratulations on everything. I just was telling him like, just how honored and appreciative that I am that, you know what I'm saying, that he allowed me to be a part of his brand.
That's what's up.
On Twitter, Manolo_Rose. On Instagram, Manolo_Rose. And on Facebook, Manolo Rose, no underscore.
There you go. My brother, take care of that hand.
Yo,
do not
I
put it
am.
in the wrong butt cheek. I'm letting you know that because I do work with a lot of these nasty strippers.
I know, I see.
And you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Manolo Rose, you know how it is, right? Pretty Lou, baby. I'll check you out. This is 50.com. And make sure you go to the website. And make sure you get it on your phone, too, right? Shout out to 50. And, of course, shout out to Effin' Vodka. Let's do it.
Quit capsizing, serenading them hoes. There's no Juliet for no Romeo with no dove.